For decades, history forgot them. Their mission was impossible, their courage unmatched. And now, after 80 years, they're finally getting the honor they deserve. This is the story of the 688, the black women who saved the morale of the US Army in World War II. Make sure to stay with us until the very end, because we'll be sharing a powerful dedication honoring these incredible women whose bravery and sacrifice deserve to be remembered forever. Did you know that during World War II, over 17 million pieces of mail lay abandoned in cold warehouses, completely untouched? Letters from family, friends, and loved ones piled up in warehouses across Europe, some dating back 2 years, never reaching their intended recipients. The emotional toll on the nearly 7 million American servicemen and women serving abroad was enormous, as many felt forgotten and disconnected from home. Imagine being separated from your families by thousands of miles, not knowing whether your loved ones were still alive or with that aching feeling that they are suffering through the turmoil of the unknown. They didn't have cell phones or sat phones like we have today. Instead, they had to rely on letters sent by snail mail. Morale plummeted to dangerous levels, affecting performance, unity, and even the war effort itself. But in 1945, a battalion unlike any other stepped up to solve this crisis. Astonishingly, it would be an all-black, all-female unit who succeeded where others had failed. Before we dive deeper into their remarkable story, make sure to like this video so more incredible forgotten histories can be shared. Your thumbs up ensures their bravery and sacrifice won't be forgotten. In February of 1945, the 6,888th Central Postal Directory Battalion, commonly known as the 688, arrived in Birmingham, England. Comprised of 855 dedicated women, they were the only all-black Women's Army Corps battalion to serve overseas during World War II. Their mission seemed insurmountable: sort through and deliver a staggering backlog of mail. A 6-month backlog of millions of letters critical to boosting the morale and fighting spirit of American troops across Europe. The 688 quickly discovered that the warehouses were in appalling condition. Freezing temperatures, poor lighting, broken windows allowing snow and wind inside, and infested with rats. The mail itself was stacked carelessly, blocking aisles and piled high to the ceiling. Yet, they remained undeterred, even in the face of these shocking conditions. Under the leadership of Major Charity Adams, the first black officer in the Women's Army Corps and a pioneering leader whose strength inspired the battalion, the women set about organizing with military precision. Adopting the motto, no mail, low morale, they worked tirelessly in round-the-clock shifts, 7 days a week, determined not only to complete their mission but also to prove their worth in a military system riddled with prejudice. Shockingly, each woman was expected to sort roughly 65,000 pieces of mail per shift, a grueling task demanding extreme attention and endurance. Despite facing systemic racism, discrimination from other soldiers, and limited resources, the 688 excelled beyond anyone's expectations. Within just 3 months, they had processed all 17 million backlogged letters, twice as fast as the military's highest expectations. Their exceptional efficiency drew attention, and soon the battalion was reassigned to Rouen, France, where another staggering backlog awaited them. There, the stakes were even higher. The war was in its final brutal months, and the need for morale-boosting mail was critical. The battalion rose to the challenge yet again, clearing another huge backlog of mail in record time, continually outpacing all expectations. Yet, beyond their incredible efficiency, the 688 confronted daily the harsh reality of racism and discrimination. Despite their vital contributions, these women faced severe segregation both within and outside their military environment. They were barred from dining with white service members, subjected to substandard accommodations, and frequently insulted or undermined by those they were helping. But their dignity and determination never faltered. They were not just fighting to deliver letters. They were battling to prove their humanity, their patriotism, and their rightful place in history. One particularly harrowing moment came during a deadly nighttime air raid in Rouen. German bombs rained down relentlessly, devastating the area around the mail facility. Yet, Major Adams, unflinching, kept her battalion organized and composed. Even as explosions shook the building, these women remained steadfast. The moment the all-clear sounded, they resumed their mission, undaunted by the terror they'd just experienced. Despite their heroic contributions, when World War II ended, the women of the 688 returned home unnoticed, their accomplishments overshadowed by prejudice. They received no parades, no recognition, and were virtually erased from history. Instead, they quietly reintegrated into civilian life, their incredible deeds fading into obscurity as history overlooked them. For decades, this courageous battalion's legacy remained buried under layers of indifference and ignorance. It wasn't until recent years that historians and descendants of these extraordinary women began campaigning for proper recognition. Their voices grew louder, and finally, after decades of neglect, these unsung heroes began receiving the acknowledgement they deserved. In 2018, a monument was erected at Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, celebrating the 688's invaluable service. This was followed by an even more remarkable recognition in 2022, when President Joe Biden awarded them the Congressional Gold Medal, the nation's highest civilian honor. For the first time in nearly 80 years, their story was not just recognized but celebrated on a national stage. Today, the legacy of the 688 serves as an inspiring reminder of resilience in the face of adversity. Their story isn't merely about processing mail. It's a testament to their strength, perseverance, and courage under conditions designed to break their spirit. They weren't just soldiers. They were symbols of hope and determination, proving that bravery knows no gender or color. The forgotten heroes of yesterday have become today's symbols of justice and strength, reminding us all that history can and should be rewritten when heroes are overlooked. Today, we honor their incredible legacy, ensuring that future generations never forget their sacrifices and achievements. If you found this story inspiring, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. By doing so, you're helping to ensure that forgotten histories like these receive the spotlight they truly deserve. Together, let's keep their stories alive. The 688th Central Postal Directory Battalion was a pioneering unit of 855 women who served during World War II. While a complete roster is not readily available, we can honor and recognize some of these trailblazing women by sharing their names, organized by their home states. This partial list is sourced from the Women of the 688 website and the WikiTree project. Help us celebrate them by sharing your thanks in the comments. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.
This video is dedicated to the fearless women of the 688, the heroes history nearly forgot but could never erase. Their unwavering bravery in the face of prejudice, their relentless determination against all odds, and their incredible courage under unimaginable pressure remind us of the power within every person to make history. Today, we honor these remarkable women whose strength continues to inspire future generations to break barriers, overcome adversity, and fight tirelessly for recognition, equality, and justice. To the women of the 688, your story is now written boldly in history, forever celebrated and never forgotten.